Hello, this is Hero from Leathercraft School. Welcome to day 22 of Beginner Course. Today, we will focus on pricking irons, what they are used for, and how to use them. Do you know how to make straight stitches? I think many of you might think the tip is in hand stitch techniques, but actually, it is important how you punch stitch holes using pricking irons. Since it is important to know how to use it, I will cover basics to the details in 3 videos. For today, I will cover when and why we use pricking irons and basics of how to use it. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about when and why we need pricking irons. This tool is used to punch stitch holes for hand stitch. Unlike fabric, leather is much tougher material. You can't just push a needle through it like you would do with fabric. That's why we use pricking irons to punch stitch holes before hand stitch. Now that you understand the purpose of pricking irons, let's practice how to use them. The first step is to draw stitch guide. Use a stitch groover to draw stitch guide about 3 mm or 1/8 inches from the edge of the leather. The second step is to punch the first hole. First, position the tip of the pricking irons onto the stitch guide. Then, hold the pricking iron upright and tap it with a mallet to punch the holes. The third step is to continue punching along the guide. Align the last prong of the iron with the final hole from the previous punch. Then, tap again to create the next holes. Just by repeating this process, you can punch diamond-shaped holes at equal distance. Although it looks simple, punch holes along the stitch guide. I saw many beginners struggle with stitches becoming wavy. Let's look at the 2 main reasons this happens and how to avoid them. The first reason is rushing the process. I believe that the part of reason for this is beginners try to make holes faster like professional leather workers. Professional workers punch holes with a focus on efficiency and without wasting time. So you may have seen them punching holes quickly like this. While it looks effortless, those methods take years of practice to master. So for beginners, I want to focus on making clear, straight holes. Here's what I recommend called the pause and check step. After each punching, let's put the mallet down. And before punch next holes, lightly press the pricking iron onto the guide. To ensure it's perfectly aligned. If it's misaligned, let's adjust it until you're sure it's correctly placed. Once you're sure, use the mallet to punch the holes. Even if it takes more time, the most important thing to focus on is to make holes straight, not efficiency. And the second point is the angle of pricking irons. When you punch holes, you probably place pricking irons on leather like this. But what about the angle of pricking irons when you place it onto leather? If you place the pricking iron not perpendicular to the leather, but tilted, it will cause holes to not open straight when you punch hole from the front side along the guide. At first glance, it looks like the holes are punched straight, but when you turn the leather over, I think you can see that the holes are not punched straight, but wavy, as shown here. To prevent this happen, it is always necessary to hold the pricking iron upright to the leather. In addition, when working with thinner leather, misalignment does not often happen. So even if you're using thin leather and the position of the holes on the front and back are aligned, please make sure that the angle of the pricking iron is upright to the leather. Now let's review the process. After punch holes, place the mallet down. And before punching the next hole, press breaking irons lightly against leather once. And check to see if it is aligned onto the stitch guide. Then check the angle of the breaking iron. Place upright to the leather. Tap with the mallet. Again, even if it takes more time, the most important thing to focus on is to make holes straight, not efficiency. That's all for today. How was it? Today, we learned why we use breaking irons and basics of how to use them. And I will start explaining the details of breaking irons from the next video. Thank you for watching until the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.